Here we go, episode 2, Contender Talk. I'm joined here with the one and the only Day Drinker 22. How you doing, Day?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Not too bad. We have some bacon swag coming in for our intro song today.
Oh, we did bacon swag.
We did
That's a
bacon
good one.
swag. I know, right? So nothing too crazy happened over the past week that we need to be going straight into here. We can go ahead and start with the fact that we're trying to expand our league. We're trying to get into some League of Legends action. We got the Rainbow Six scene going. We want to move into Valorant as well. But what does
Yeah, and I mean, we've already done a Valorant tournament. It was pretty successful. We had a good turnout. This time around, though, I'd like us to maybe either do another tournament or maybe even look into starting a league for it. But in order for a league to happen, we would definitely need a lot more interest shown here in our Discord.
Yeah, I know you plugged that last night. And as far as like a League of Legends type thing going, we're probably more looking to do a gold to plat type of thing. I don't know how many Iron, Bronze, Silvers leagues are out there. I know Day and myself are part of one with Bolt, who should be joining us momentarily whenever he gets home. However, it really does come down to the engagement of the community. So if that's something that people out there are interested in, reach out to your friends, get teams going. Start joining the Discord because we do have a League of Legends section. It's dead. There's no one there,
Yep.
which is sad because leagues. Day and I have been playing for what, like 2 months, 3 months.
I think it's been like maybe a month and a half, 2 months now.
Yeah, that it's addicting. We've put in a lot of hours there.
Too many.
Not too proud of that. No. Anyway, we'll go ahead and Day, I think you have the latest notes for the new game mode out.
Yeah, so the newest game mode Rainbow Six put out today, you got attrition. So what it is, every round that you win, your ops are banned for the next round. It's a playlist, just came out. It's going to be live from July 9th to the 13th. Let us know how you like it. I have yet to play it yet. Seems like it could be kind of fun, but who knows?
Yeah, I think we were talking about this earlier. At least it's not the Halloween on House.
Yeah,
That was
that
one.
was
Oh God.
that was not a good game mode. I wasn't a big fan.
No, but we were talking about it was in between that one and the heist bank, which is just bank hostage with a Habana and Vigil skin.
Yep.
That was one of the Ubisoft. You need to step your game up, please.
But hey, I bet they got a lot of money from Netflix for doing that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're gonna throw yourself out there, we'll do something for you, Netflix. You just wanna shout out. Anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll dive in now to some NACL updates. We recently made an announcement about our new penalty point system, just to make it a little bit easier for everyone to follow at home. It works a lot like professional soccer. One yellow card for breaking a rule can go to either a team or a player. It's just kind of like a warning. 2 yellow cards equals a red card. And that's when things start to get spicy. Red cards can, result in a multitude of things. If a team acquires a red card, they can forfeit their match, play a man down. If players receive red cards, they're unable to play the next match, and substitutes have to be used. Meanwhile, if let's just for example, you get a yellow card in play day 1, that's going to follow you to play day 2. If you do not acquire another yellow card in play day 2, you will restart. So basically, your yellow cards don't skip weeks. So if you get 1 in 1, it's not going to follow you to 3. Another thing that we posted there at the very, very end, that if teams or players start acquiring 3 or more red cards in a given period of time, we're going to go ahead and place them under review for potential removal from the league. We don't want people acting up, especially on Twitter and Twitch, what we've been seeing a lot of lately. I mean, there's some friendly banter going on in the matches. We're trying to minimize that as best as possible. We don't want to get too toxic. We don't want to be bringing toxicity into the community. So we implemented this new penalty point system to hopefully negate anything that's going to happen in the future.
Yeah. So, take off your skins, please, for the love of God. Use the correct skins. Use the ones that you know are allowed. It's going into play day 6 and we're still having issues with it. It's kind of crazy.
Oh,
Read the rules.
yeah.
And also, to kind of go off of the Twitter and the Twitch drama stuff that we see, when you're a player for an organization, you are in the public eye and you are a representative of your organization. And maybe they don't see all the things that you do, but what you do reflects them. And if you do get caught, you're looking at possibly being dropped because orgs aren't going to put up with that shit. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you think we are, no, we are in the pocket of a couple orgs. I had to DM one of the org owners yesterday to see if his team was even going to be playing, and let's just say that wasn't a good look for that team. We don't want to see you guys get dropped by your orgs, but if you're not showing up, if you start breaking rules, we're going to contact your owners, and we're going to make sure things get squared away, because we don't want anything bad reflecting on that org as well. So just remember, you're not playing for yourself. You're not playing for your buddies. As soon as you sign for that org, you're showing their name out, and you gotta respect that name. Which kind of moves into our next topic, because you hit a little bit on skins. We're no longer doing free rehosts. That's no longer a thing. And it happened last night. There was a skin in the Raid Esports in the Swed game. No more free rehosts. We saw one. It got called out. We stopped the game. I was observing at the time, so I immediately stopped the game, issued the point to the opposing team, and that changed the game.
It ended up ending in a 7-5 instead of what could have been a 6-6.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it happened a little bit earlier, like right after halftime switch. I'm not saying that that's the sole reason why that team lost, but looking back at the scoreline, that's you're missing out on a point.
Yep.
That's a huge deal. And then speaking of orgs, we are actually joined here today with the owner of Amarok frickin' Esports. How you doing?
Doing good, guys. Thanks for having me today. Wow.
So we had a few questions for you. Where is
I think you got Are you in an airplane?
Yeah. Is that being picked up? Let's see, is that any better?
Yes, so much better.
Yeah, perfect. It's like 90 degrees here today, so the AC is
I
running full blast.
Where are you out of?
I'm actually out of Manchester, New Hampshire.
Nice. I live pretty close to there.
Oh no.
So our second question that we had for you after we figured out where Amarok is located was that you guys recently picked up Salco from Emergence. He was set to play in the Western Division, and now he was an IGL for them. We interviewed him last week. We found out that he kind of kept that IGL role. How's that working out for you guys?
It's working amazing. His addition to the team has not just turned them around, but given them like a new breath of life. Before he got involved, like there was just a few things here and there that could not be set right. And between him and Neo, they've just been tag teaming that IGL row and doing what you guys see what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy what you guys are doing right now. I have your guys' record pulled up here. You guys are 4-0. You've won 28 rounds, and you've dropped 13. That was before last night, because it was even more last night. You guys had only dropped 8 rounds in 3 play days. And
it's funny to think like those rounds are being dropped on that one map.
Yeah. We made a joke about that. It's like maybe we tried to take Coastline off the map pool here, because you guys are just absolutely dominating on every other map. You drop maybe 1 to 2 rounds per, and then you go to Coastline, and that's you've dropped 10 on Coastline. Not saying that that's a lot by any stretch of the imagination, but that's definitely the map that's been hitting the hardest.
Yeah, I think it's just because of, like you guys said at the beginning of yesterday's match, there's not a lot of strats set for Coastline. It's very one-sided almost. So it's definitely something they need to work on a little bit, but they're able to pull it back together pretty damn fast.
Yeah, Coastline's definitely one of those maps that's a lot more focused on your mechanical skill. And it doesn't rely as heavily on, how the sites are being set up or how you're attacking. It's basically just a gunner's map.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So we started this league because we saw a lot of other leagues. We played in a couple other leagues, and we didn't feel like they were managed to the best of the ability. That's coming from our side, but you being the owner of a organization, what made you want to start an org, and what does that exactly entail?
So it's funny you should ask that. So originally, Amarok started off with just like a few of me and a couple of my other online buddies who just wanted to competitively do like go fours on ESL back in the day. And even then, we were under a completely different name just because we were more of a clan, not an organization. And over time, we started thinking, it's like, okay, why don't we expand? Why don't we try and build a community and everything? But on the other hand, we started thinking, we need a new name. Our current name is kind of trademarked. We were going under the name Clan Ordo, which is Star Wars related. So we were afraid to get the lawsuit from Lucasfilms at the time, or even EA. So we decided to go with a name. My buddy who was in the army came up with Amarok and looked into the name of it. So I was like this old mythical tale type deal. It's like, you know what? Let's roll with it. Brought us to where we are today now.
And so do you guys have any teams in any other games?
So right now, our main team is obviously the Rainbow Six guys. We do have a PUBG team in the works. They're slowly getting their ball rolling and everything. And then we've actually just started looking into a Valorant team.
Oh, spicy.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking for those, so.
Yeah, no, they're the captain and the co-captain for that team. They're slowly getting that roster ready, and they're getting excited. They want to see an NACL Valorant tournament or league going. So hopefully this interest will help other people.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit on your guys' past and where you're coming from. Where do you see Amarok, in the next 2 to 3 years?
2 to 3 years, I'm hoping Challenger League.
There you go.
Right now, we do have 2 underage players, which is really hindering the progress of that. But in 2 to 3 years, they will be of age, and hopefully by then, we've made it into CCS. We've won NACL. Maybe by then they'll be able to go into Challenger League and show the big boys what they're actually made out of.
Then we talked a little bit about how you guys are going on Coastline. We saw you guys play Team Rose there, which is what we would consider maybe one of your guys' toughest competitors in the league. But then you took Goon Squad there. Goon Squad's sitting in 6th, and they did the same thing Team Rose did. So I'm curious on what you think. Who is your biggest competition in NACL?
My
Tough
honest
question.
opinion, yeah, it is a tough question. Especially, I know Sako, he touched base on that a little himself, and I think both of his answer and my answer are going to be completely different because I'm watching it from the spectator view, and I think Team Rose and Goon Squad are definitely one of our biggest competition. And I don't know if it's because of the map that we were on or what, but both teams are really good teams. Goon Squad, I can see possibly coming back up and getting out of 6th place, hopefully.
Yeah, we definitely saw a lot of improvement from them last night on Coastline.
Yeah, that was crazy. We've been following them closely, because I was Play Day 5 back when they were Ice Clan, and they had a hard start, and then now the gears are getting rolling. They kind of understand how to play off each other, and they're starting to put up some good numbers. So it's gonna be interesting to see whether or not they can finally get it together and pull it up the leaderboard, or what exactly is going to happen there. The next question I have for you, I don't know how much Pro League you watch for Rainbow Six, but if you could sign anyone in Pro League today to Amarok, who would it be and why?
So it's probably going to be a very unique answer. Canadian. Definitely Canadian.
I had a feeling that's where you were going to go.
With what he has done with SSG and turning that organization around, I pretty much compare him to our Sako. Just getting in there, being that IGL role that the team needs, and just going somewhere, getting them to do more than what they're used to, getting them to commit to more than what they're used to. So definitely Canadian would be my choice there.
So Salco is the future Canadian. You heard it here first.
We gotta make sure he's old enough.
Yeah, definitely make sure it's old enough
to be qualified on that UMP. Dave, if you have any more questions, I just have one more I'll wrap up with, but I'll let you go ahead and ask me. Okay, so Amarok Esports 4-0 in the league, looking to start a Valorant team as well. We talked a little bit about the future, but what is the next step? What is that next place you want to take your org to, that next level, and then how are you guys trying to accomplish that?
So obviously winning is the biggest goal on our team, or especially for the guys. As an org standpoint, I think the next biggest leap we're looking to do is possibly hosting some either major LAN events, local LAN events. Even we're thinking about hosting a charity event or charity tournament in November. But one thing that's stopping us from doing that is we're looking for another group to actually team up with to do it.
Yeah, exactly. We were definitely shocked by the outcome of ours. This whole league has kind of taken us by storm as directors. We posted pictures in the group chat and our staff chat last night of our numbers back in April when we started out. We were hitting about like 8,000 interactions. You know, we had a couple followers, a couple tweets out, and then last night we pulled up our Twitter analytics. We're reaching over 100,000 people now. It's just crazy what can happen in a short amount of time. And that charity event we put on, where everyone came out, that took us by surprise. We were blessed to have that for Mission 22, and I'll tell you what, hosting any type of charity event for a charity of your choice it's truly humbling. So I wish you guys the best of luck in that. Thank you for coming onto the show, Mr. Rambo Rex, and best of luck to Amarok in the future.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was a blast, Bill. Look forward to tonight's matchup.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, guys.
See ya.
Okay, Dave, we're going to go ahead and go into our new segment here that was put into the comments last video. So yes, the 3 comments we had, we do read them. Don't worry. We see what you guys have. If you have any more, go ahead and put them in the comments below. But we have pick'ems. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start off with the Western Conference. I'll go ahead and throw it over to their schedule for tonight's matchups. Playday 6, July 9th. We have rated...
Can you also share that in the Discord as well?
Share what?
Your screen of the schedule.
Oh, I have it. I pulled up on Streamlabs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Everyone can see. They actually see exactly what you see right now.
I don't see anything.
And
that's the thing.
And you don't see anything in Discord?
No, you're not streaming it. That's what I just said.
Oh no. Because I went down to the channel.
Yeah.
Picking up Rambo. There we go.
I hope they're not seeing exactly what I'm seeing.
Well, you know what? They
looks a lot better.
Go ahead and make that full screen real quick. Sorry about that. I had it set up pre-show. Anyway, we have Rated Gaming squaring off against the DG. Rated currently sitting at first. I'll go ahead and we'll throw it over to the standings chart to see where everyone is. Disrupt took a little bit of a hit last play day. They dropped down to 3rd. They were last and first, but Rated our last undefeated team. So
they are.
Who you taking?
But they're not truly undefeated. They have draws.
Hey, I mean, it's not a loss.
By definition, yes, they're undefeated. But You have draws. It's close.
Yeah, this could be a tough one for me to decide because DG has some crazy players, but Rated is just playing well as a team. DG last week they struggled with their opening kills. They were subject to almost all of them, and I'm in the way that it was against them. I think they maybe had 2 opening kills in the entire game against rivals, which was kind of shocking. I think I'm gonna have to take Rated in the first game here.
I think that's fair. I mean, Rated's been playing phenomenally. Between these two teams, though, I'm gonna call it as a draw. I don't think either team wins. I think it ends in a draw.
And then we drop down to the 8 o'clock game. We're gonna have Humble Fraggers rivals taking on Team Wary. That game was originally set, or someone asked for a reschedule, and I think we're gonna go ahead and play it out because Team Wary has like 15,000 people on their roster in the Discord, so we're gonna go ahead and let them play tonight. I am taking rivals over Wary.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take Rivals over Wary as well, just because of the showing that they had against DG on Consulate for their Playday 5. Enzo did a fantastic job of shutting down DG. Really good plays overall. But yeah, I'm going to have to go with Rivals on this one.
And then we bring it down to the Humble Fraggers Reapers taking on Team Notoriety. I almost want to give it to Humble Fraggers Reapers. I want to see them win their first game. I just think Team Notoriety is too good of a team right now. I know they just dropped a couple of players. It's going to be close. I don't know if Ben can carry enough. I'm going to go ahead and say Notoriety takes it.
Yep. I'm right there with you. Notoriety. They've had great showings in the past. They've been playing really well. Humble Fragger Reapers, I wish I could say the same thing, but they are 0-5 right now, I believe. And it just going into this, if you're Humble Fragger Reapers, you want to turn it around. You need to have the faith that you can. But for me, I'm leaning towards Team Notoriety.
So we also have another game today at 8 p.m. We have Amarok squaring off against Raid. And we actually have Troll Team 6 and Rose. Team Rose is going to be playing tonight at 8 o'clock as well. So we have potentially 5 games. Not all of them are going to be streamed, of course, because we have 3 games playing at the same time. But for Amarok against Raid, I'm just going to go ahead and say I think we're both taking Amarok here.
Yep.
And then we're going to go ahead and drop down. We're going to be seeing Troll Team 6 take on Team Rose.
That's a hard one for me.
Yeah. Team Rose, they struggled against Suede. But then if we look back, I believe Troll Team 6 and Suede tied. And then Amarok has like demolished everyone in the league. It's really gonna be a toss up. I'm gonna go ahead and say Team Rose takes it 7-5.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's definitely going to be close. Rose Esports is them along with Goon Squad are the only people to put up at least 5 rounds against Amarok Esports, and they're number 1 in the league right now. Troll Team 6 is, where are they? 3rd, I want to say.
Troll Team 6 is gonna be sitting tied 4th. The only reason they're up
for 4th.
Yeah, there's a round differential. I mean, it's 2 rounds apiece, so you could literally say that these teams are tied.
Yeah, so I mean, they're tied. It's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna give this one to Troll Team 6.
Okay.
And I'll go 7-5 on that.
Then we'll go ahead and throw it down to Playday 6, which is going to be Sunday, July 12th. We have Goon Squad taking on Suede. I'm saying Goon Squad takes this one. It's going to be neck and neck. I'm going to go ahead and say 7-4 on that one, though. But Goon Squad's going to be taking the victory here.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you, especially if they can keep up the momentum that they have from their game against Amarok. They had a great play day. Almost putting up a point against Amarok would be the first team to do it. So, Toon Squad for me as well.
Then we drop down. We're going to see Team Rose taking on Molecular. Molecular sitting at second place currently. That's a tough one. I'm going to go ahead and I think Molecular wins this one. No, I'm going draw. I think they're going to tie 6-6.
For me, I mean, obviously it depends on the map that they play. And I don't know, I think they have some time between now and then to kind of get squared away and start showing a little bit more improvement. I'm going to give it to Rose Esports.
Okay. And then we're going to see Troll Team 6 take on Raid. Raid currently defeated, have not won. They almost did. They could have tied last night. They had a little bit of a skin infraction that cost them a round. I still think Troll Team 6 takes it, in my opinion. It's definitely going to be a close one, though.
Yeah, I've got Troll Team 6 for this one as well.
And then we also see Amarok Esports is going to be on a bye. We're not going to be seeing them as we go ahead and throw it over to the Western Conference standings real quick. We'll just do a quick rundown. That we see Raiden first, followed up by Rivals. Then we're going to go ahead and see Disrupt Gaming, Team Wary, Team Notoriety, and then Humble Fraggers Reapers rounding out in 6th place, still looking for that first win. The scary thing there is that the round differential is just so much that even if they win a couple games, if they're tied with someone, they're still going to be on the bottom half of that, just due to the round differential. These first couple games are really killing them. Then we throw it over to the Eastern Conference. We see Amarok 4-0 sit on the exact opposite. They have a great round differential, followed up by Molecular in 2nd place, Suede in 3rd, and then tied for 4th. We have Troll Team 6 and Team Rose. 6th place, we see Goon Squad, followed up by the defeated Raid Esports. One of them, actually 2 of them technically being in FF. They lost their real first game last night, 7-5 against Suede on Clubhouse, which is really close. Again, came down to that skin and fraction. That does it for our standings. If we want to go and try to brainstorm some all-star ideas, I don't want to give too much away, but I don't know what you've been thinking. I've been kind of on this thing that we take some individual operators and we can see like who can do the best, who's the best math tricker, that type of thing. We go ahead and we see like skill shots. Maybe we run them through an aim lab or something like that to see who's got the best reaction, who's got the best accuracy, who can clear a T-hunt the fastest, that type of thing. And then we're definitely going to split 2 teams. So we're going to probably take 10 people total from the league, put them on 2 separate teams, and then have them show down. And I want to do it kind of like how the Major League Baseball does it. How whichever division wins, they get priority in the World Series, so they get home field advantage. So maybe for the first finale here, so the season finale, we'll see maybe the team that wins it, or I don't know how we'll do it exactly. Maybe they get the first map ban or something. If a player from that team wins, they get. I don't know. We'll think of something for that.
We'll work it out.
I don't know if you have any ideas that you've been brainstorming at all.
No, not a single one.
And then we already had our interview, so we'll go ahead and we'll throw it to the Western Conference, which we were kind of doing already. I don't know if you're going to pick the top 4 teams today to make it to the quarterfinals, after the season ends, make it to the playoffs. Who are your top 4?
If it's me, it's going to be Rated, Notoriety, Disrupt, and then the 4th one's hard.
I agree with you on the top 3, and then I'll go ahead and just say that I'm taking I'll take Rivals as my 4th team entering.
I kind of want to see Team Wary up there. If it can't be them, then I would just like to see the comeback of the century by Humble Fragger Reapers.
If they do that, I'll agree. I'll just shave my head. You know, if Reapers make it to the playoffs, I'll shave my head.
Okay.
We'll go ahead. We'll do the same thing now for the standings for them for the Eastern Conference. I think we're taking top 4 again here. We might do, I think top 4 would be nice. I don't really want to do top 6 for this, but I'm taking Amarok, of course. I want to say I'm taking Team Rose, Goon Squad, and then it's really a toss-up. Molecular and Troll Team 6. I think I'll take Molecular over Troll Team 6.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be Amarok, Molecular, Team Rose. And I'm gonna give it to Goon Squad.
Interesting.
Top 4.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do a top 4. It might be more interesting to see a top 6. And then we'll think about that as well. Because having one team drop out kind of ruined it. We're gonna have to have 2 teams relegate at the end of this season. The bottom 2 will, and then the top 2 from the Western Conference are gonna go ahead and take over. That's gonna be interesting. The top 2 teams. I think it's gonna be DG rated. They get promoted into the Eastern Conference next year, or next season, I should say, because we're not gonna wait a whole year to have another season.
Right.
Is going to be our hot seat, ice cool type of deal. We ran it back from last week. You know, the hot seats, they're not so good. The ice cool's the really good. For you, who's on your hot seat?
On the hot seat, I'm gonna put Goon Squad on there for this. For this one.
Oof. Care to elaborate a little bit on why Goon Squad's sitting on your hot seat?
Wait, hold up. Let me make sure I'm understanding this, because I know I messed it up last week.
So hot seat's the bad, like the.
Damn it! I knew it. I knew I messed it up.
I was a little confused on why we're putting Goon on the hot seat. I was like, what? They just had a great showing against Amarok. Yeah, it was a loss, but
no, I take that back. I'm not good at my hot and colds, so in the hot seat, I don't know, man. I gotta say, probably Suede in the hot seat, just because of, some drama-ish stuff. And
see, I'm going with the exact same thing. I was gonna narrow it down even more, but we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
So if you're not in the Discord, which you should be, just go ahead and join it. And if you're not following us or subscribed to us, just do that too. It's a second out of your time. Go on to Twitch, follow us. Go on to Twitter, follow us. Hit us up on YouTube. But in Discord, Sweden is the first team to receive a yellow card, and Sweden's got a player that is. He could have been red carded like 9 times by now.
Yep.
Let's just say there's some chat bans already issued out. There's some stream bans already issued. If it comes to the YouTube comments, that might be a nice little introduction. But we'll go ahead, since we have the same hot seat. We'll go over to the ice cool.
Hey, and I'm guessing maybe we have the same one here. But ice cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Goon Squad.
I'll try to change it up. I'll think of something different. But you can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of in awe of how much better we saw them play last night than we had in the past. Maybe I hope it's not just one of those things where it's like they're just really good at Coastline. I hope that the momentum and just the showing that they put on goes further than just Coastline.
So my ice cool is the probable DMCA will be receiving for what I did on last night's stream, you know, showing that WWE Michael, I forget his last name right now.
It's Michael Myers.
It's not Michael Myers. His let's get ready to rumble minute long clip. I just checked the email. I'll pull it up again to see if you have anything. Oh no, it's just a company talking about stuff. Okay, no. So Twitch has not issued us a DMCA yet. I'm hoping we don't get one with their new rules and everything. You get 3 and you're out, which I think's like, I understand it, but I also think it's one of the stupidest things ever. We'll leave it at that. But my ice cool is the probable strike we're about to get. That's pretty neat.
I feel like that would be on the hot seat.
It's a hot seat thing if we get it. It's an ice cool thing if we slip by.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which brings me into my next point. If anyone out there has like any idea how to do animated graphics and wants to do some graphic design work for some slides and transitions for the stream to make it look real professional, nice, neat, yeah, let us know and we will definitely commission you because we just hired one. Vigil, he's in our Discord now. I think he's assigned to our social media team. Did absolutely outstanding work for our new logos and
way better than the last guy.
Yeah, you know what? Screw that last guy. He was terrible at doing it, and he can go unnamed. By the way.
Ghost.
Yep. Hey, he tried. Anyway,